17 weird cartoon characters that are worth a second look. Cartoonists just do that. Take things to the absolute extreme and overdeliver, in some cases creating characters that are impossible to show on TV. The following weird cartoon characters seem to somehow manage to escape the censor and are part of some very popular or unpopular shows. The Tick. A bumbling superhero with a blue suit and antennae, the Tick is known for his over-the-top catchphrases and absurd adventures. If you're on board with his wackiness, check Peter Serafinowicz's adaptation. Rick Sanchez. And the man himself, brilliant but morally ambiguous character with a penchant for interdimensional travel and reckless behavior. Triana Orpheus. The goth daughter of Dr. Orpheus from the Adult Swim series The Venture Bros. Triana is a sarcastic and aloof character with a love for the supernatural. Woodrow Whalen Woody Johnson. He is the incompetent and delusional park ranger from the animated series Brickleberry. He's a walking disaster with a love for guns, booze, and inappropriate behavior. Despite his shortcomings, Woody is somehow still in charge of the park, much to the dismay of his long-suffering staff. Xavier. The main character from the surreal and bizarre Adult Swim series Xavier, Renegade Angel, is a wandering philosophical creature with a snake for a hand and a third eye on his forehead. Bo. The main character of the surreal anime series of the same name, Bo, is a goofy, afro-wearing hero who fights villains with his nose hair. Yes, nose hair. Cat Dog. A conjoined creature with the front half of a cat and the back half of a dog, Cat Dog is a bizarre and often hilarious character, though hard to digest at times. The cat character borders on extreme misery and anxiety, while the dog one is upbeat and so silly. Beavis and Butthead. These two are a pair of slacker teenagers with a love for heavy metal music and a general lack of intelligence. Beavis is the taller and more dim-witted of the two, with a distinctive laugh that sounds like heh. Butthead is shorter and slightly smarter, with a sarcastic and often cruel sense of humor. Together, they spend their days watching music videos, harassing their neighbors, and getting into all kinds of trouble. The whole cast have drawn together. If you've watched the show, you already know what a mess of a series this was. From the Disney Princess and SpongeBob spoofs to a retro overweight sex bomb and a gay video game character, there's a lot to deal with. BoJack Horseman. The washed-up former star of the sitcom Horsin' Around, BoJack is a depressed and self-destructive horse struggling to find meaning in his life. Trying to revive his character, he accepts projects that don't fit him, only to leave having to deal with his excruciating monologues. Killface. Killface, real name Evelyn, is the arch-villain of one of the main characters from the Adult Swim series Frisky Dingo. A white-skinned alien with a large head and a sharp wit, constantly plotting to take over the world, all while speaking in the most obvious British accent. He's a complex character with a dark past and a tragic backstory, making him one of the most interesting and unique characters in adult animation. Red Guy. Some of you might remember him from the Cow and Chicken show. He would be the arch nemesis for all the main characters, but somehow he fails miserably. The lines along with the plot itself make us wonder how this show stayed on air for so long. Ren Hope. From the Ren and Stimpy show, Ren is a disturbed and volatile chihuahua. He has a deep-rooted passion for violence and chaos, all while often getting himself and his dim-witted friend Stimpy into all sorts of trouble. Carl Brutanana-Deluski. The lazy and vulgar neighbor from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Carl is a hilariously inappropriate character with a love of sports and pornography. Krumm. Real Monsters had its fair share of weird, but Krumm is truly something else, and you get this just by looking at his photos. Hairy armpits on display, eyeballs always high up in his hands so he can see, obviously, and has a strong BO issue that is somehow part of his tactic. Jake Tucker. From a show where almost all characters are normal, humor us on this one. Jake is the odd one out, literally. His upside-down face opened the door for a ton of puns while also generating a lot of shame and disgust from his own father, the infamous Tom Tucker. Mr. Hanky. I'm guessing we all know who Mr. Hanky is. This talking pile of feces has a disturbing, upbeat disposition, and all in all, represents Christmas. Because nothing says Christmas more than it. Being it your old regular show, or full-on adult cartoons, the following characters have one thing in common: their bizarreness.